Hi there, friends. If there's a topic that you'd like a video on, please let us know by leaving us a comment, and please support our channel by subscribing to it and sharing it with your friends. Thank you and enjoy watching. Is there a difference between major depression and high-functioning depression? Are they not one and the same? Well, yes and no. The signs and symptoms of high-functioning depression, which is also known as PDD, are similar to those caused by major depression but are less severe. A person diagnosed with PDD may also meet the criteria for major depression. PDD symptoms include changes in eating and sleeping habits, low self-esteem, fatigue, hopelessness, and difficulty concentrating. Symptoms persist on most days, causing a nearly constant low mood that lasts for 2 years or more. Most people function almost normally but struggle internally. High-functioning depression is also difficult to diagnose because those who are living with it have been accustomed to masking it in an attempt to cope and don't display some of the symptoms of more severe depression, such as absence of motivation, hopelessness, extreme sadness, and suicidal thoughts. The good news is that treatment is possible for PDD through medications and therapy, and it is responsive to proper care. Understanding the signs of high-functioning depression can help you know what is at the root of your struggles and determine whether you could benefit from professional care. So let's talk about a few signs that will help you understand and recognize PDD. Sign 1. You don't feel like you're being true to how you really feel. Generally, people with PDD have a clear sense that something isn't right, even though they may be unsure of exactly what that something is. This feeling is underscored by a drive to fake it until you make it, which can be both emotionally and physically exhausting as you're constantly pushing yourself past your natural limits. This may allow you to function mostly normally, like going to work or school, performing well, keeping up with responsibilities at home, and engaging in most social activities. But at the same time, you may also feel frustrated with yourself for being unable to simply get past your negative feelings, or frustrated with others' inability to realize that you are actually struggling. Sign 2. Good days are okay, but bad days are terrible. Depression is linked to several causes, some of which are biological in nature and affect the levels of key neurotransmitters and chemicals in the brain, which impact mood. These chemical interactions play a major role in why bad days for people with PDD are so much more acute than someone who isn't struggling with depression. You might fight with yourself to get out of bed in the morning, find social interactions painful, and experience very low motivation. On these days, your inner feelings and self-judgments will be almost wholly negative, and you may experience self-doubt and anxiety. Sign 3. Happy times can't chase away the sadness. Whether you are dealing with a mild or a severe form of depression, you will experience persistent periods of sadness not necessarily triggered by any external occurrence. This is why even good days will always have at least a tinge of melancholy and why you feel unable to just snap out of it. You will feel a little down most of the time. Other people may notice this and refer to you as gloomy, cynical, or a downer, and your low mood is almost always present, and it feels like you will never get relief. When you do feel happy, it doesn't last long. People living with high-functioning depression, also known as PDD, often experience a number of emotions in their daily lives and might also regularly criticize themselves, feel guilty, or worry about past or upcoming events, stress over the smallest of issues, find it hard to rest or handle free time, and have a dire need for perfection constantly. Sign 4. You often struggle to focus. You are a productive employee with an outstanding work ethic, but internally you are working overtime to try and maintain your focus on a project. High-functioning depression can impact your ability to keep your attention on a task, and so you may find yourself having to constantly redirect yourself back, ultimately taking a longer time to finish. The irony of high-functioning depression is while this reality is probably pushing you to the brink of your energy levels, your colleagues likely have no idea what is going on. Sign 5. You've had a major depressive episode at some point. Though not every person living with PDD will have a major depressive episode, it is possible that you may have experienced one at some point in your life. This is a period where depression became severe and overwhelming, and you may have been unable to work attend events, or even get out of bed. People who are in a major depressive episode will likely feel extreme negative emotions such as despair, guilt, or hopelessness. These periods generally last for a minimum of 2 weeks before they start to ease. While PDD may not be as severe as major depression, it will cause impairment in function and diminish the ability to enjoy life. There is no reason that anyone should have to live with a constant low mood when effective treatments are available. The first step in getting help for high functioning depression is to get a diagnosis. This can be difficult to do if a person does not realize their low mood is actually a mental illness that is treatable. It helps when loved ones are able to point out that there may be an issue. Once diagnosed, PDD can be treated with a combination of medications and therapy. Recognizing the signs of high functioning depression isn't always easy. It is an insidious mental illness because it hides behind the ability to function. Even for the person struggling with these feelings, it isn't easy to realize that there is a real underlying mental illness. Getting help is essential because treatment can make life more enjoyable, improve mood, improve functioning, and lead to a better outlook and improved quality of life in general. We hope you found this video beneficial, and if you did, please support our channel by subscribing to it so you'll know when we upload more videos. Thank you.